Hey guys, Zangetsu 134 here, bringing you another My Hero Academia review. This time of season 3, episode 18, titled Rush. So this episode, we wrap up the first round of the provincial license exam, in which all of the UA students pass. The first time in I think a long time that all of a UA class has passed the exam. And we get a lot of different character development moments in this. First off, we see Sero Uraraka and Midoriya pass. We see all of Miss Joke's class pass. I forget the name of her class, or the name of her school, but her class passes, surprisingly. What else? And of course, we see the rest of the class pass. Particularly, I think the best part of this episode is actually the part where Ida manages to rescue Aoyama from being captured, and Aoyama has his character moment in this. Basically, he always feels like he stood out too much just because of his shining personality and his weird quirk, and he just kind of wishes he didn't stand out like that. But here, using his quirk to stand out, manages to bring all of the remainder of Class 1A together so that they could work together to all pass, the remaining 9 students. We actually get a lot of really cool moments with them. We see Koda summoning pigeons to distract all the opponents. Mineta using his pop-up to stick everyone in place. Ojiro and Toru managed to either blind or knock people down into more of the pop-up to keep them stuck. More of Mina using her acid veil. The black Ankh technique that Tokoyami uses by engulfing himself in dark shadow. There's a lot of good moments in it. I really, really liked it. I also really liked Sero Uraraka and Midoriya's combo move, where Midoriya dragged a bunch of people out into the open, and then Sero and Uraraka combined their gravity and tape to create like rock tape net anchors so that they could tape everyone down, and then they use their quirks to get in. It was actually really well done. I really, really liked it. And I think it was just a good episode. Oh, and I almost forgot the part that... Oh, I can't believe I forgot, because this is one of my other favorite parts. Is we get to see Kaminari actually do some stuff. Okay, so the only member of Shirokura Tech who fails is the meatball guy. I say that because his quirk is called Meatball. Basically, he can tear off parts of his flesh and they become these like floating finger projectiles. And they can basically they crush people into like balls of their own flesh. It makes their flesh super malleable and it condenses them into a ball. This is so that like he could show Bakugo how much better he is and how Bakugo is a disgrace to UA. And so he captures Kaminari first, and then he captures Bakugo. But before Bakugo gets completely captured, he throws off one of his grenades. Basically, his suit has these little grenades that hang off his belt, and they store his sweat. Basically, they're a way for him to use his explosives if he can't use his hands. He also shows off a new version of the AP shot technique, basically AP shot autocannon version, where he rapid fires the autocannon. He also explains that he can lower the intensity of it so it doesn't go through people. Just enough that it'll basically be a concussive explosion into their body. Think of it like a beanbag gun or like a paintball, basically. Except like a lot harder, obviously, because it's an explosion. But like basically, it's not enough to damage someone. It's enough to knock them on their feet. And so Kaminari, is at a disadvantage because he can't control his electricity. He more or less like just unleashes it. He has no actual control over it. His body just exudes electricity, which is why he I think he does want to create like a lightning sword, but he can't. I guess basically he can't mold it or aim it because his power just is too much for him. So that those things on his arms and the glasses are actually a cannon that shoots magnetic discs. And as long as he's within 10 meters of the disc, he can aim his lightning at the discs. And in fact, the goggles will actually help him figure out which one is where it's going. And well, that's a little bit hard for Aoyama because he's not like a marksman, nor is he like really good at little planning ahead. He manages to use that technique to shoot lightning straight at Meatball Guy. I should remember their names, but the only one I really remember is the Wind Dude Yodorashi, and Kami. And he manages to injure him enough so that he loses concentration, which causes Bakugo and Kirishima to break free as he's about to rush at Kaminari. First Kirishima punching him in the gut, and then Bakugo exploding him unconscious, which unfortunately releases everyone else, but Bakugo basically counted on that, and so the three of them defeat everybody else. But yeah, I think that Kaminari and Aoyama actually get some great character moments there. Kaminari showing how loyal he is, like he actually defends Bakugo. He's like, yeah, Bakugo may be a jerk and a jerk, but he's probably more than anyone else trying to be a hero. Like yes, Bakugo may not act like a hero, but he clearly wants to be a hero. I actually really like that because it shows how much character development Bakugo has. In fact, later in the episode, as they go past Midoriya's group, he more or less says something like, good to see you're finally making that borrowed power your own, Deku. Which kind of implies that he knows that power is All Might's power. And that's going to come into play later in the arc. Probably more towards the very end of the arc. I don't really think we're going to be... I almost think that it's going to be the last episode or two that we're going to be getting. Especially because they've drawn out the provincial license exam a lot. We've already had one filler episode. I can kind of imagine we might get another filler episode. I don't know if we'll get another filler episode. I'm just kind of wondering how that's going to work. At first, I almost thought we were going to go like into volume 14, which just came out, and we might like start the 8 Precepts of Death arc. But I don't think we are. We might. I mean, we have 26 episodes and we're on episode 18, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen there. I apologize for having some Dr. Pepper, but this weather makes my allergies make my voice sound really bad, so I gotta have a little bit of the pepper. But yeah, I think this is a great episode. I really liked how Ida and Aoyama worked together, and how Ida helped Aoyama to realize that it's okay that he stands out. In fact, that's a good thing because it brought everyone together. I like the Kaminari moment where he shows how loyal he is to his friends, that he's stuck by them and would do whatever it takes to rescue his friends. And to be fair, I'm pretty convinced that Kaminari is not the traitor. A lot of people think Kaminari is the traitor. And Aoyama, actually, but I can't really see... I honestly can't see this class being the traitors. If I were to guess, it's probably someone else. I can't really see Class 1A being the traitor. But yeah. So, in summary, I think this was a good episode. I'm looking forward to the next episode where they begin the rescue test, especially because we'll be seeing the return of Gang Orca in that. I love his name, Gang Orca. It's the best. I'm also looking forward to seeing, the rescue episode arcs in general, just for the zaniness of the rescue portion. It gets really weird, and I'm looking forward to what's going to come after that exam. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I know it's really late. I'm sorry. I've had an 8-day work shift this week, so it's been hard for me to really have the drive to do any episodes. I'm gonna try to get Kamen Rider Build as soon as I can. Like, I just have to wait until wherever I watches it to release it, and they're being very slow on releasing the episodes. I might have to find another place to watch it. Especially because we're getting towards the end, and I'd like to finish the series before Zio comes in, because I'm gonna keep going, and we'll be watching Zio as it comes out. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it. I'm Zangetsu 134. And I will catch you next week with a new episode of Kamen Rider Build, and of course, My Hero Academia. Till then, guys, take care.